Hi, I'm Barbara Rimkunis, and this is your Exeter History Minute. When Exeter residents head out to vote, we go to the Talbot Gymnasium on the campus of the old Exeter High School. Most of us have no idea who the place was named for, so let's travel back in time to 1884, when 30-year-old widow named Jeanette Talbot ran for the Exeter School Board. New Hampshire passed a law in 1872 that allowed women to serve on local school boards. They weren't crazy enough to let women actually vote or anything. It took 4 more years before it occurred to anyone that maybe if women were on the school board, maybe they should be allowed to, vote in school board elections. In Exeter, even though there was somewhat limited participation in these local elections, no woman had ever run before Jeanette Talbot, and she lost, soundly defeated. But it must have inspired her 9-year-old daughter, little Jeanette. When the younger Jeanette Talbot graduated from the Robinson Female Seminary in 1893, she read an essay she'd written called "Girls as Breadwinners." Here's a photo of the seminary class officers in 1893. We don't know if or even which one is Jeanette because the person who owned the photo didn't label it. We think Jeanette was one of the class officers because she read at the graduation ceremony. It is not now as formerly a question of the ability of girls to earn their living. That has been proved beyond questioning, she said. The positions they have won are so many and varied that a wise choice is difficult. That's pretty aspirational in a time when professional women were mostly teachers, secretaries, or nurses. Jeanette went on to Boston University and became a teacher. Her mother, the other Jeanette Talbot, married again and moved west to California. The younger Jeanette followed her and for a time taught school in a rough Arizona mining camp. Like her mother, she married and was widowed at a young age, only to find love again and a second marriage. She visited Exeter often, and in August of 1929, she generously donated stock holdings to the Robinson Female Seminary to build a gymnasium. The plans for the gym were very grand, but the entire project was put on hold when the stock market crash caused the stock value to plummet from $80,000 to about $2,000. World War II further stalled the plans, but the funds quietly began to regain strength. After the war, there was a lot of talk that the Robinson Seminary would merge with the boys' high school. Since the Talbot funds were donated to the seminary, it took a court decision to release them. The New Hampshire Superior Court agreed to allow the town to use the funds for construction of a gymnasium at a co-ed Exeter high school with the provision that it would be called Talbot Gymnasium in honor of the donors. Now, whether it's named for the elder Jeanette Talbot or the younger Jeanette Talbot is kind of uncertain, so let's just say both. Neither lived to see the dedication of the new building in 1955. However, let's remember when we walk in on Election Day that we're voting in a building that is named for the first woman to run for an elected position in Exeter, even though she couldn't vote in most elections, and her daughter, who knew in 1893 that women were capable, even if the opportunities weren't there yet. This History Minute was sponsored by Jim Mills RE/MAX Shoreline Real Estate. To find the Exeter Historical Society, check out www.exeterhistory.org.